Welcome to AAP!
This is Sibley, the core of AAP.
This is Milstein Hall, the home of the architecture department.
And that is Red, where the Fine Arts Library and the Fabrication Lab are located.
So welcome to Cornell. Follow us.
Hey, I'm Bushra. I'm a third-year architecture student.
I'm Alp. I'm a fourth-year architecture student.
So we're on Milstein Plate, where all the architecture studios take place. No matter if you're first year or fifth year, you're gonna have a desk space here. You sit alongside your peers, which means that you get to see their work, sort of build off of each other and talk to upperclassmen and get their feedback.
Yeah, so when you're a first year, it's gonna be really hands-on. You're gonna be working with materials and connections. You're gonna be hand drawing, learning the really kind of core of our discipline.
You really get to explore form and sort of like really go into like what architecture is, what space could be, like go crazy with your imagination and really push yourself. And that's why your TAs can really help you do that, teaching assistants. And because they've just graduated, they've gone through the entire process and they kind of know what you're going through, guiding you through the first year experience.
Yeah, and then at the end of first year, you're gonna be starting to learn more of how to do digital fabrication. You're gonna be learning how to use the CNC and laser cutter and 3D printer and all these new different kind of techniques of how to create. Welcome to Woodshop. This is my favorite place here. This is where you're going to make your models in first, second, all the years basically. There are a bunch of tools that you can use here and you're going to be trained how to use all of them in September.
So this is my favorite part of AAP, the metal shop. You get to braze here, you get to weld here, you can make it as beautiful as you want. So another great resource that we have at AAP is the Digital Fabrication Lab. So we have 4 laser cutters.
And a whole bunch of 3D printers.
We also have some digital fabrication in shop. So we have the CNC machine. And we also have the robo arms that your professors will teach you how to use. And you have the lab technicians and TAs to help you figure out how to use these tools.
We have some additional workspaces here that you can work on while you're in the shop, but then we also have a lot more in the annex. So this is the AAP store. We're in Rand Hall, we're right next to shop.
Whenever you need anything, you can just run here and like get your wood, get your board. For the Digital Fabrication Lab, the boards are cut to the size of the bed, so you just have to pop it in there and get your model out. So we're here at the IT department in Sibley Dome.
Yeah, IT's a great resource, especially for architects. We come here all the time. You can check out cameras here, documentation spaces as well. They help you set up your computer, download softwares and things for classes. They're all really helpful.
So part of presenting our work is printing out our drawings and pinning them up. And so this is a great resource. We have different types of printers and different types of papers to get different transparencies. It really helps us to show our work to our professors and fellow peers. So one thing that doesn't change whether you're a first year or fifth year is how you present and how you get your work reviewed. So there are 3 main ways that we go about it. So one is desk crits. When you have your studio, you work with your professor and get enough feedback that you can keep making progress and building up on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And then the second is pinups. When you pin up all your work alongside your classmates or your studio. And then lastly, it is mid-review and final review, which basically is around 7 to 8 architecture professors reviewing your progress throughout the semester and giving you feedback, like how you could have made it better or what you did right and where you could have sort of made a few adjustments. So it's all really helpful, and so I think we should move on to seeing some of those presentation spaces. We're in the Milstein Dome, and this is one of our main pinup spaces.
Yeah, we also have a bunch of exhibits here. Artists come and do installations here, and we also have a bunch of the receptions for any lectures that happen in the auditorium just over there. So this is another one of our pinup spaces, and right now there's actually an artist exhibit here.
This space is used by all of the 3 disciplines, art, architecture, and planning. Hey, this is Hartel Gallery.
Yeah, it's another one of the cross-disciplinary spaces in our college for reviews as well as art exhibitions, like right now.
Yeah.
This is the East Sibley Exhibition Hallway.
So it's a mixture of administrative offices, classrooms, and an exhibition space.
So when we're not in the studio, we have our other classes in the auditorium. So let's go. We have big lecture classes like environmental systems and history of architecture here with both M.Arch and B.Arch together. So this space is really good for that.
And we also have our departmental lectures here for art, planning, and architecture, so we invite guests to come and talk to us.
So this is the newly renovated Fine Arts Library in Rand Hall. We have a huge collection of both architecture, art, and planning books. You can come here for any of your classes, for history or for studio, any book that you need, it'll be here.
And by chance, if we don't have the book, we also have a service called Borrow Direct, which means any Ivy League university, if they have the book, they can ship it over for free and you can have it within the next week.
Thanks for coming on the tour with us.
If you have any more questions, you can find us on the Cornell AAP website under admissions, or you can just follow us on Instagram at AAP Admissions. Can't wait to see you in the fall. Bye!
Bye!